There's a new poll. It says most Americans believe vaccinating children helped save lives and should be a national priority. This comes after an op-ed by 6 former Surgeon Generals warning against Health Secretary Kennedy's vaccine guidelines. Nonprofit organization, the Partnership to Fight Infectious Disease, found 90% of parents who have children under the age of 18 say they do follow their doctor's recommendations on vaccinations. 74% agree FDA-approved vaccines should be widely available. 70% are concerned about the declining childhood vaccination rates. So if most Americans are in support of vaccines, why so much confusion? Joining me now is former U.S. Surgeon General Dr. Jerome Adams. Dr. Adams, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
When you look at a poll like this, what do these numbers tell you?
Well, it tells me that parents feel overwhelmed. There's been a lot of information and misinformation circulating, particularly from HHS and our current health secretary. And we know that parents just want to keep their kids safe. But part of the confusion comes from how fast information changes and how quickly misinformation spreads online.
This poll comes at a time where COVID recommendations were recently changed under Health Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. I want to talk about Texas. They recently dealt with a measles outbreak. They now have a health alert issued for whooping cough. What do you recommend to patients who might be confused over conflicting information, like you just mentioned, overwhelmed by everything coming their way?
It's a great question. And I would say, first of all, parents shouldn't feel pressured to have all the answers. It's okay to ask questions. And that poll that you pointed out earlier on showed 90% of people trust their doctor. So what I would say to you, the most important thing for people to take away is that the key is having a conversation with your doctor, your nurse, your pharmacist, or trusted healthcare professional, because they know you. They know what's going on in your area, what diseases are going up, and they can give you the best and most personalized advice. Do not trust people online. Do not trust people from afar who don't know you and your family.
The measles outbreak, I mentioned Texas. We saw other pockets in the country that have also dealt with it in the last few months. 95% of the population has to be vaccinated against measles to provide herd immunity. What happens when it falls below that? How do parents help keeping their kids from getting sick?
Well, we're already seeing that. As you mentioned, measles outbreaks in Texas and in many other parts of the United States. We had 2 children die of measles last year. We had 2 people die of whooping cough in Louisiana. And the most important thing I can say to parents is that vaccines have been tested over decades. There's a proven safety process for them. And my kids are vaccinated, so I can only speak to you as a parent that I feel it is important. But if we see these rates continue to fall, we're going to see us lose our measles eradication status. We're going to see the return of preventable diseases like measles, whooping cough, and beyond. And I want to make sure we talk about COVID and flu season as you're going into the holidays. My kids are vaccinated for COVID and flu because I don't want them to miss school. I don't want them to have their holidays disrupted. I don't want them to potentially harm their grandparents when they're visiting them over the holidays. But talk to your doctor. Make sure you're getting the best information for you.
What are concerns that doctors hear from their patients who may be a little reluctant to vaccinate their children?
Well, there are so many out there right now. There's concerns about autism. It's been shown that vaccines are not correlated with autism, and I'm actually happy to hear the secretary has stopped pinning vaccines to autism. Now he's going after components like thimerosal. It's important for parents to know that thimerosal has been removed from all vaccines for children in the United States, and that when they were removed 20 years ago, we actually saw autism rates continue to go up. So lots of misinformation out there. But I don't want to shame or blame parents. I want them to know that there are places they can go to get their questions answered. And unfortunately, that one of those places is not our health secretary at the moment.
Well, I think you make a good point. There's so much information coming towards parents. They're overwhelmed. Dr. Jerome Adams, thank you for sharing your expertise on this show. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Talk to your doctor. Get your COVID and flu vaccines if it's right for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.